You've collected your January salary, right? Be honest, how many of you went to check your tax deductions? With the new tax law, I know a lot of you went straight to your paycheck to see how much tax was taken from you. Let's talk about personal income tax. PAYE is simply tax you pay on income you earn as an individual, a professional, even your business income, including your side hustles. Don't be confused. Pay as you earn is a type of personal income tax. So what happens is, if you're a salary earner, your employer deducts that pay as you earn and remits it to the government on your behalf. So you're paying PAYE just through pay as you earn, PAYE. And now we know that one of the major differences with this new tax law is the tax rate for each bracket. So if you earn 800,000 or lower, you will not be paying personal income tax under this new tax law. So what it means is it is also progressive. So progressive means that your income is broken into different levels, and the higher you earn, the higher the tax rate on that portion of income. So above is the new tax bracket. I know we've spoken about this last year. From 800,000 lower, you don't pay tax. Then anything higher, 15, 18, and so on. So that's the tax bracket. So let's just give a basic example. This is an example so you would understand what I'm talking about. Let's say your basic pay is 150,000 naira and your other allowances amount to 350,000. So your gross income is 500,000. This is not your taxable income. Okay, so you add back your benefits in kind if you have any. Apply statutory or mandatory deductions. I'm talking about pension, NHS, NHIS, any mortgage interest obligation. So let's start with NHIS, which is 5% of your basic. From our example, our basic is 150. 5% of 150 is 7,500. We have NHF. NHF is 2.5% of your gross. Remember, our gross was 500,000, so 2.5% of 500,000 is 12,500. That's another legal deduction. Then your pension. Your pension is 8% of your basic pay. From our example, basic pay was 150, so 8% of 150 is 12,000 naira. Also take out any mortgage interest if you have one. So what's new is you can also apply rent relief. So the rent relief is 20% of your rent, but with a cap of 500,000. So if this person pays rent of 1.5. The rent relief for a whole year is 20% of 1.5, which is 300,000. But remember, we're calculating this monthly. So you divide 300,000 by 12, and that will give you 25,000. So you take out all of these deductions. When you take out all these deductions, that will now give you your taxable income. At this point, this is
443,000 naira.
Now remember those tax brackets, this is where we're going to apply them. Remember, if you earn anything 800 lower in a whole year, then you're paying zero tax on that 800. But remember, 800 is an annual figure, so you have to divide it by 12. When you divide it by 12, it will give you
66,667 naira
at zero tax rate. So we'll apply that. The first
66,667 naira
at zero tax rate. Then you move on to the next bracket, 2.2 million, divide by 12. That will give you 183,333 naira. So you apply the first tax rate, 15% on this amount. That will give us
27,499
naira 95 kobo. Then we'll move on to the next 9 million. Remember, we're dividing by 12. Divided by 12 give us 750,000. At this point, from our example, all our balance is inside this one. So the remaining balance, you apply the next tax rate. Remember, I mentioned that you're going to be taxed higher on the portion that is increasing. So in this example right now, so we'll apply 18% tax rate on that, and it will give us
34,740 naira.
So what you at this point will sum up everything. If we sum up everything, we will get
2,239 naira 95 kobo.
Now this becomes our tax liability. We take it out from our taxable income, which was
443,000 naira.
Then we arrive at our net pay. So let me know in the comment section, when you checked your pay slip for January and that of December, what was the tax liability different? Was it really different? Was it lower? Because I saw on the news that salary earners are jubilating that their tax liability was lower in January as compared to December. So let's know what your thoughts are. And please, if you have any more questions on this, please hit me up in the comment section. Take care and remain financially fabulous. Bye-bye.